The following presentation will provide information on fiscal year 24-25's tobacco retail license fee for the unincorporated area of San Diego County. Our agenda includes an overview of tobacco retail licensing, information on the tobacco retail license fee, which I will refer to as a TRL fee throughout the presentation, the implementation timeline of the TRL fee, and the tobacco retail license renewal timeframe. At the end of our presentation, we will be sharing contact information for anyone who wishes to share questions related to the upcoming hearing of the TRL fee. Our first agenda item is the tobacco retail licensing overview. A tobacco retail licensing framework is a common regulatory approach used by health jurisdictions to reduce youth and adult tobacco use. Currently, there are at least 221 jurisdictions throughout the state of California that have TRL policies. Of the 19 municipalities in San Diego County, over half have a TRL policy, including Chula Vista, El Cajon, Escondido, La Mesa, Lemon Grove, Oceanside, City of San Diego, San Marcos, Solana Beach, Vista, and the unincorporated area of San Diego County. Here we see some background information on the county's TRL ordinance. The ordinance was approved by the Board of Supervisors on December 8, 2020. The development of the ordinance was directed by the board, along with further direction to develop and implement a TRL program to administer the ordinance and provide oversight. The TRL ordinance covers the unincorporated area of San Diego County. The county's ordinance and program went into effect on July 1, 2021. The ordinance requires that all tobacco retailers in the unincorporated area apply for and receive an annual county TRL to sell tobacco products. It also requires retailers to adhere to certain operating requirements, site regulations, product and price regulations, as well as age requirements. The ordinance also prohibits retailers from selling flavored tobacco products. Overall, the county's TRL ordinance follows best practice standards for regulating tobacco retailing at the point of sale. This type of regulatory approach is intended to reduce youth access to and use of harmful tobacco products. San Diego's tobacco retail licensing approach is unique within California compared to other jurisdictions, as it is comprehensive by having multiple regulatory items such as prohibiting the sale of flavored tobacco products, imposing minimum pricing, and placing limits on packaging, as well as other guidelines. The TRL fee is a required component of a comprehensive TRL program and follows the board's direction. Here you will see a highlight of the ordinance that describes that fee. The TRL fee will enable the county to monitor tobacco sales in the unincorporated area, cover the costs of administering the program to issue licenses and ensure compliance by retailers, and strengthen enforcement and facilitate compliance monitoring of retailers to ensure adherence to the ordinance. For the first year of program development and rollout, a TRL fee was waived in order to build the program, educate retailers, and complete initial licensing of retailers. However, as of July 14, 2022, the TRL program has started issuing new or renewed retail licenses with an application fee. This slide describes the TRL program model. The TRL program is carried out by the county's HHSA Public Health Services Department in order to achieve the most cost-effective model and develop the most streamlined and efficient program possible. This TRL process is based on the required elements of a model TRL, which are considered standard practices for TRL programs throughout the state. Throughout this process, staff provide ongoing retailer education while implementing annual licensure through an application and fees. Enforcement includes compliance monitoring through decoy operations and inspections performed by Public Health Services code enforcement staff. Finally, retailers found in violation will have the opportunity to appeal inspection findings. This program model reflects the elements needed to implement the comprehensive ordinance that the board approved. Our second agenda item is a tobacco retail license fee. The TRL fee enables the county to conduct adequate compliance monitoring of retailers to ensure adherence to the tobacco retail licensing ordinance and other relevant state and federal tobacco laws. The amount of the fee is assessed annually and is based on current implementation and projected costs. The fee covers the cost of staffing, equipment and supplies, printing and mailing, and transportation costs to support the following types of activities: reviewing, verifying, and processing applications, issuing licenses and renewals, conducting mandatory retailer education, and providing assistance on how to be in compliance with the law, completing retailer inspections and compliance checks to ensure that retailers are following the law, which includes a minimum of an annual unannounced inspection and follow-up, completing annual decoy operations to monitor sales to minors, and activities pertaining to enforcement and penalties. These activities include, but are not limited to, documentation of violations, notifying tobacco retailers of suspensions and revocations, reviewing and responding to requests for appeals, preparing evidence for appeal hearings, and issuing written decisions. Now we will discuss the calculation of the TRL costs and fees. For time accounting and costs, we assess the necessary components, time, and costs to carry out the program. This involved fee analyses and time studies to determine the minimum costs of running the program. For the fee calculation, a cost recovery amount was calculated to cover the full cost to implement the program. The fee calculation takes into account program and administrative staffing to oversee and administer the program, and a code enforcement officer to carry out compliance activities, a contract to carry out annual decoy operations to monitor compliance with minimum age sales laws to prohibit retailers from selling tobacco products to individuals under the age of 21. And lastly, it includes operational costs, equipment and supplies, printing, postage, and mileage to cover in-person visits to the retail locations. The methodology used to determine the TRL fee is ultimately reviewed and verified by the county's auditor and controller. While the program has been in operation for less than 3 years, continuous quality improvement has been conducted to be able to develop and streamline processes to ensure that we're providing the best and most cost-effective operation. The TRL program is committed to making good use of costs through innovation and efficiencies. The full cost recovery TRL fee was calculated at $1,623 for this year. An incremental strategy for phasing in the fee over a 3-year period was proposed to the board on May 24, 2022, and approved on June 14, 2022, which included an initial TRL fee effective July 2022 that was $730, reflecting a 50% phased-in fee approach. By year 3, effective July 1, 2023, the fee did not increase incrementally to 75% of the full cost as proposed. It remained at $730. And by year 4, fiscal year 24-25, the Board of Supervisors will be reviewing and establishing the TRL fee. The effective date is to be determined. Fees are assessed on an annual basis and are subject to change. As previously stated, the actual TRL full recovery cost fee amount for fiscal year 24-25 is $1,623. The program secured grant funding to help offset costs to retailers for fiscal year 24-25. For future fiscal years, the TRL fee may reflect full cost recovery. Our third agenda item is the implementation timeline for the TRL fee. The timeline for the TRL fee implementation is as follows. From July 1, 2023 to February 29, 2024, fee analyses were conducted to determine the minimum costs of running the program to calculate the TRL fee. From February 1 to March 1, 2024, costs were presented to the Health and Human Services Agency Budget Office and Auditor and Controller for review. In April of 2024, outreach was done through email and phone calls to alert retailers about the fiscal year 24-25 fee, and community forums were held to inform tobacco retail store owners about the fiscal year 24-25 fee and the upcoming renewal period. On April 30th, 2024, the County Board of Supervisors will review the HHSA fee ordinance, which will include the TRL fee. The first reading of the fee ordinance will be on April 30th, followed by a second reading on May 21st. the fiscal year 24-25 TRL fee will take effect 30 days after the County Board of Supervisors approve and sign fiscal year 2024 to 2025's HHSA fees. In late April of 2024, retailers will receive further notification of the fiscal year 24-25 fee and how to submit payment. This will include mail, email communication, and information posted to the county TRL web pages. In May 2024, licenses will start to be issued to eligible retailers that submit a complete application packet and fee during the TRL renewal period of May 1st to the 21st of 2024. Our fourth agenda item is tobacco retail license renewals. According to the Uniform Licensing Procedure, a license may be renewed by filing a renewal application not more than 60 days and not less than 40 days prior to the expiration date. All current tobacco retail licenses are scheduled to expire on June 30th, 2024. The mandated TRL renewal period is May 1st to May 21st of 2024. Any TRL renewal application packets, including fees, that are received after May 21st, 2024, will be considered new retailers and may be subject to license denial if within 500 feet of another licensed retailer. County staff will work with retailers to support with getting their applications and fees in on time. Flexibility will be provided as appropriate. Example A shows what will happen when a retailer submits their application and TRL fee payment within the renewal period. In this example, a current licensed retailer submits their TRL renewal application and fee during the renewal period of May 1st to May 21st of 2024. This retailer's TRL will be renewed prior to the expiration date of June 30th, 2024, and maintains their current license. Example B is what will happen when a retailer fails to submit their renewal application and/or fee during the renewal period. For the purposes of this example, $1,000 is a fictional number. Example B describes a retailer that submits their TRL renewal application on September 15th, 2024, which is after the renewal period of May 1st to May 21st of 2024. The Board of Supervisors established a new TRL fee of $1,000 after the renewal period. The retailer must then pay the new TRL fee of $1,000 and is now considered a new retailer. The new TRL may be denied if there's any licensed tobacco retailers within 500 feet of this retailer's parcel location. Please note that the TRL fee that is due when submitting a complete application is the fee that has been approved by the Board of Supervisors for that fiscal year. Our final agenda item is questions and answers. In this slide, you will see the contact information for the Tobacco Retail Licensing Program. Please reach out to the program via email or phone if you have any questions. We also encourage you to check our web pages for updated information and program resources. There will be an opportunity to provide feedback on the TRL fee at the April 30th, 2024 Board of Supervisors meeting. The link to the Board of Supervisors meeting agenda website is included in this slide. This link will have documents related to the TRL fee and details for participating in the meeting. Thank you all for attending.